Dillon Aistrop. I'm out of Centuria, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So, yeah. Cool. So I'm a CNC machinist programmer. Yeah. And then I do hot rods from home on the side. Yeah. Yep. So 27 Model T coupe. Yep. So
that's cool.
Something a little different. It's not chopped. It's traditional, kind of like, I believe it's called East Coast styling. Yeah. And I just thought I wanted to bring it back to the roots of hot rodding more than a little bit of everything else. So I've owned it maybe half a year now. I traded my '69 Cadillac coupe to get the car. The dude drove it all the way from Nebraska to me to have it for the Caddy. Yeah, and it wasn't running or anything, so I blew it apart, got it to what it is. I knocked the rat rod out of it and brought it back to the traditional style hot rodding. Because they had, I'm not like against rat rods and like license plate stuff. There's time and places, but like the flooring, everything was all that, and it wasn't really safe. So I built a floor and went through the frame and everything and rebuilt the motor and stuff. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's 27T coupe. It's a 48 front axle, and it's a 48 banjo rear axle. So, and then it's a 350 small block Chevy, maybe 450, 500 horse. It's a turbo 350 trans, 2800 stall, and the rear gears are 430. It was pretty much this height already. It ran a flathead in it originally from the guy that did it probably in like the 60s or so, because I believe the way the frame is built, I think the timers back then, he didn't rake the frame out, and then had a flathead with the 3-speed in it. So, and then the guy I got from had a small block in it.
Okay.
So, and then yeah, and then I put the Kaiser caps on it because my grandpa's big into customs, and the only thing he really likes about that is the caps, because I put 79 on the doors because that's how old he is right now, tying like his car club and everything together. So I was like, he's like, yeah, I like the Kaiser caps. I'm like, cool. So the Kaiser caps, and yeah, it has a 60, I think it's like a 60 Chrysler fin in the center console. That has the reverse lights, my dome light, and then it has a 40 Chev dash in it. Yeah, and it was a buddy of mine, his dad passed, and I had a parts car from him, and I was like, I had the perfect car to put it in. So I kept the steering wheel and everything that was tied to that dash from him, so I was like, it's kind of a cool fit for it. There's a lot of stories in that car already for the short time I've had it. So a buddy of mine, Casey Cantor, he's in Lindstrom. I help him on his Mercs. He has a bunch of Mercs and hot rods, and he's like, dude, I got a set of caps I think would look good. And I'm like, all right, pop them on. I'm like, because I wanted like the full-blown Moon old school caps or something like it. He's like, I got these Kaisers, they're all dented and dinged up. I'm like, well, the car is patinaed and traditional anyways, and they fit great. So I lettered in the white, on the Kaiser, and I was like, they go with the white walls. I'm like, they just fit. And so I think that, like in the tunnel ram setup is from the same guy with the hubcaps. He's like, dude, you just got to run it. Like, it'll look good. I'm like, you got it. So like, that's why the sticker is General Line stolen parts, because it's his stuff. So it's like, cool. You run it. So yeah, just everything has a little tie to it. Elderbrock, it's an actual original Elderbrock style, and it's 650 carbs, yeah, and then a BDS scoop. Like it's not period correct. It's not like a tri-power or anything like that. But like with like my dad's background and like drag cars and hot rodding that way, and my grandpa's totally old school and customs and old like that way. I was like, it's kind of a good mashup between the two cars, the styling.
Ask any car guy, what's something that you'd like to change in your build, and I guarantee he'll say something about the electrical wiring. Because just like going shoe shopping with your girl, it can feel overwhelming and hopeless. But great news, the Piece and Grease podcast is sponsored by WireCare. They've got all the connectors and terminal ends, sleeving, heat shrink, zip ties, and all the tools to make your project's electrical wiring something to be proud of and show off at the next cruise night, because it's done safe and organized and done right. We're excited to be working with WireCare at the Piece and Grease HQ, so go check out their products and tools at wirecare.com.
Grandpa approved of it
with the
caps and stuff like that, but he wasn't really into like the painting that you did on the doors for him, or that it wasn't chopped and stuff like that.
Oh, the chops, traditional's fine. It's like, I just thought like bringing it back to like the car club ways, and like that he started it was really cool. And he's like, cool caps.
Yeah.
So, but he's a custom guy. He loves, he has a 51 Ford shoebox that was in Rod and Customs. So, and he has a Custom America badge on it and everything. So he's a big custom guy. So it's like the more custom the better. So
nice.
Yeah. So this is more traditional, kind of hot roddy.
Sure.
Some they were doing at the dragways then, so a little spin off. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
And so, did you say that your grandpa started the club?
He did.
Okay, so go into that.
1960 is what he says. He's also said 1959, but it's tattooed on me as 1960, so we're going to 1960. Okay.
Okay.
So, and they would go to the Minnesota dragways, and they had a big car club banner there, and they would run the track, and then they would just cruise the streets, have local hangouts because he's from St. Paul, so do a bunch of hangouts in the garages and go down to like Piggly Wiggly's, wash their cars and hang out and just run the town, really, it seems like. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. So and then I'm trying to just kind of keep it going. He let me kind of take it over and just keep the name going. So that's what we're doing slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
kind of harder to get people nowadays, but
you have a rich family heritage that goes
deep with it.
deep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grandpa, your
Yep. Dad restarted it up with him at that time too. So now here I am taking it over and trying to keep it going too. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Someone has to keep it going. It's too cool of a thing to let go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Are you passing it on to your son?
I got 3 kids, so hopefully one, all boys.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
They like riding around with dad?
Yeah, I had my oldest in it yesterday. He fell asleep on the way down to 50s, and then I was like, "Oh, dude, it's hot out. Let's put you in the other car for now." And then we cruised around the grounds before leaving. So, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, can I ride home in the dark?" I'm like, no fenders, deer. I was like, I'd feel so bad. So I was like, not saying it's gonna happen, but you never know. So I was like, "You go ride with mom," and
Yep.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, yeah, the kids love it. I put my middle Dax, he's 5. I put him in a booster. I have belts in it, so I put him in his booster and stuff. And come on, Dad, do burnouts. I'm like, all right. So that's actually the day I broke it. When I sent you those photos, I was like, yeah, we broke it. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's cool. Yeah.
the kids love it. So.
And I love that you're just out there just beating on it and thrashing on it, and you're not babying it.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
You're meant to play and they're meant to break. So
Yeah.
yep.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like I really think I thought the banjo was gonna let go before a drive shaft. I was wrong. So I'd put a 9-inch in it, but keep going, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cool. So the body, the frame, the suspension, that was all.
Yeah, I got
that
it.
way?
This one I got as a pretty much, I would say, as a roller. Like, none
Okay.
of the brakes, nothing was working. So I went through the whole thing, reforced anything that I didn't think was right or wrong, So, but yeah, it's 27 rails. It's boxed in. Like I said, it's 48, suspension, and it's 48 rear. That's QA1 adjustable coilovers in the rear and panhard and stuff. Yeah, so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of a combination of some newer stuff, but some
Where
vintage
it's
parts.
needed, the bias ply tires don't help going on the road. You shimmy a lot, and and it's running a 48 steering box too. So you're driving it.
Yeah.
So that's what you're gonna do in burnouts and everything. You're wheeling it. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love traditional style though.
yeah, I don't know. I'm always torn when people say is it called a rat rod, because I really don't know. But to me, it's more traditional in my opinion. But
Yeah.
there's different places for each kind of car. So
Totally.
yeah,
Totally.
I love them all, but
Yeah.
I think it's more traditional styling. So.
Yeah. Talk about some of the other builds that you've done before this one.
Like all 120 of them, or like certain ones, or what?
We don't need to go through every single one of
Okay,
them, but
so, like,
pick out some of your favorites.
My favorite, the one I probably should have finished, is my 51 Mercury. As a 4-door car, it was a basket case, and I did a 4-inch chop and a 6-inch rear, and then I got rid of the center pillar because it's a 4-door car, and I welded it down to the doorpost, and I made I took the Chevy latches out of a truck for a 3rd door, and so I had Safari full open walk-in platforms, so it was a hardtop car, and then I put 54 taillights in it, and so yeah, I've done a lot of chop and air suspension and stuff like that on a bunch of builds. So then Benny with that Model A, I had that. I have so many hot rods. I could go for days. I did a lot of mini trucks, so that was a big deal too. So
Okay.
yeah, and then but yeah, I'd say a lot of it's hot rod stuff.
That's
so
cool.
I do paint body and stuff at home, suspension. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just trying to think. I've had something like my Bag 69 Buick Electra. I've had Cadillacs. Bag 64 Impala. It goes everywhere. So
And the cars kind of come and go for you.
so many of them, I'm just not even attached at this point. I'm just like, oh, that's fun for now. And then I always told myself, if it's a family member's car, that's the only thing I'll never get rid of. Or if I get another Mercury, that's it. I'm good. And then I'll build around all that stuff, because I still got my wife's car to build. So that car's not going either right now. So she has a 64 Rambler. That's our other big build right now for me. For her is it's a 64 Rambler. It has an 8 1/4 rear end. It's a small block Chevy, single turbo. It has a turbo 350 in it with the stall. and it's on air suspension. So we're doing like, yeah, a good family hauler, I guess you can say. So,
yeah.
So
not everything you do is necessarily traditional style.
No, I love. That's the issue. Like with from my dad and like my grandpa. I have and then the CM Pro touring stuff going to Good Guys. Like I love so much styling. That's like. It's so hard. I love doing it all because, like, right in the shop right now, I got a 65 El Camino for a guy that I work with named Scott. That we're doing a pro touring build for him. So we got Riddler wheels for it. We got two-liter, suspension, air ride. I'm making like my own inner fender welds, like bead rolling and doing all that stuff for it. Wow. And we're doing like a smoothie window and So I got that going, and then that's quarters everything. We're like ground up restoration on that. And then I'm actually after this I'm talking to a guy with 31 Chevy for a 2-year build. And then I have a 6.9 Le Mans in the paint booth still. So, yeah.
Wow. So you're doing every step of these things yourself?
Yeah.
Wow. You're sanding, you're spraying, you're
suspension,
cutting,
motor, you name it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was going to say, being a CNC guy.
It's nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah. After hours or lunch break, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a busy dude.
Busy dude. Around the clock.
Wow.
Get a little heat from it sometimes, but I'm sorry.
You have an understanding with bride.
Yeah, I do. It's rough. But hopefully it all turns out in the end. That's the thing. So,
very cool.
Yeah, put a lot of hours in.
You obviously love what you do.
Big passion for it. Yep. So.
Super cool.
Yep.
Good. I want to touch, we wanted to talk about some club stuff.
You can talk about anything you want.
I want to dig more into that.
You're interested, huh?
Please jump in.
Go tear down the motor for me. Like what?
So the motor is like
top to bottom. Like what'd you do to it? Where'd you pick it up?
So the whole car is out in Nebraska. So that block was in that car, and it had like a bunch of like dirt tracking, like distributor and parts like from dirt track stuff. Oh. So I don't know if it's dirt track motor, what it is, but I tore it down. Just ported the heads, and it's just mild stuff. It's nothing crazy. Small cam.
Did you choose the cam, or it's that?
Yeah, I chose the cam in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's just a plain Jane small block, nothing fancy on this one. To be honest, it just works.
Cool.
Yeah. Like it has an electric water pump on it, electric fan, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Just for cruising around 50s, I thought the electric pump would be a little bit better. So so when the car does get hot or something happens, I can just keep the fans and the water flowing.
Sure.
Can't do it on a mechanical setup, so.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so.
That's a good idea.
Speedway headers on it.
That's cool.
Solid motor mounts, solid tranny mount.
What are you running for Holley's there?
They're two 650s, Elderbrock's.
Oh, the Elderbrock.
Yep. Yeah, it's Elderbrock intake, Elderbrock carbs. Yep.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Do you know about what the compression is on the engine?
I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I never. It's not that deep. I mean, I'm running on 91, so it can't be that bad. It's not pinging or nothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's iron headed.
Okay.
Yep. I just painted the block and kind of patinaed the block to the look. It's all gonna get grungy anyways.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But I don't know. It's already a light car. It's 1,500 pounds, so it already feels it's plenty for what the car is. So. Yeah, but like the wife's build, like her motor is 10 pounds of boost, 650 horse. So.
Yeah.
So this is a little different, but
cool.
Other than that, it's just a plain Jane small block, man. That's it.
Huh.
It just works, I guess.
Yeah, the simplicity of it is.
That's kind of the thing. It's just simple hot rodding right now. Transmission, same thing. Just a turbo 350 to an 800 stall, shift kit, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put the shift kit in the transmission?
Yeah, we went through it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there you go.
So yeah, I already had it all apart. So look, just went through it. So.
Right on.
You'll find that out later because between each gears it just wants to chirp tires even if you're not even trying. So it's just fun. So.
See.
Yeah. When you get that first gear, why not need to hit second? It's like it's like we're all right.
The first time I experienced that in a shift kit, it was like,
oof.
I want this the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to be able to.
It's
second,
great.
third,
I don't know
time.
why, but when I got on Snelling, I had to do it the whole time down Snelling. I'm like, everyone's probably ticked off, and I'm like, cool. So
I'll just pull it back into one just so I can shift to two again. Just like, this is fun.
Yeah. Act like it's all business. It's not.
Yeah. And then my brother, he bought a ratchet shifter.
Oh, sure.
Gave it to me for Christmas.
Gotta do it.
It was like, here.
Yeah.
No. So then you got something to goof around
Yeah, when you
with.
start clicking around on those things. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. This thing has a
Safari
window.
window. I believe I always call it a Safari window So
I dig
yeah,
that.
yeah, I love it. Especially yesterday and how hot it was. I kept her open. So it's kind of fun getting the breeze in there.
Heck
Watch out for
yeah.
bugs and rocks, but it's cool.
And is that your tack?
It is
Up
my,
in the
it's a pro comp up there.
Nice.
Yeah, like about like 55 doing $3,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
she's singing. So
Right on.
low car shifter.
Yeah.
You know, I don't,
Do you have plans for the car after this? What, do you want to change anything to it?
everything's always changing, right? So I mean,
Okay.
like I would like to fix the body maybe and go with like a panel, like paint job. I thought about redoing the chassis and then rebuilding the small block again and doing like a blown small block,
Oh,
and then
cool.
doing like pie cutter slicks in the rear. Like I want to go like a '60s style, like way throw like heyday to the car club like racing look, but then I don't know. Right now it's the only thing that's big on my list is I want to put a roof on it.
Oh, okay.
Because when it rains, and we all know that right now is
Sure.
it's not really fun with the wood top.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Because the cameras probably can't see it, but right now it's just like the wood slats.
Yeah,
on
and
top,
so
right?
like it's funny because like I take pallets from work for free, like because we just have so many pallets there. So I take them, I put them in my wood burner and stuff, you know. And I'm like, I didn't want to look at an open hole at the indoor car show I was at. So I was like,
Yeah.
I burned them and like stained them. I'm like,
That's
and everyone's like, F50s like, I like that roof. I was like, well, okay.
Yeah,
I
other
don't when it
than-
rains, but sure.
Other than the time that you put into it, it was essentially free. Like you just.
Maybe a half hour.
See,
I mean,
that's cool.
yeah.
You just made it yourself.
Yeah, I did. Why
Yeah.
not? What are you gonna do?
See, that's hot rodding right there.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I mean, no glass. I'd like to put like, see if I redo it, I want to do like the tinted plexi, like a yellow or a blue, whatever color I go with to get the scheme going, like for like the heyday.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the next move probably down the road if I keep
Nice.
it.
Yep.
I never know. You never know, you
Yeah.
know.
That's
So-
awesome. Yep.
It's kind of nice not having to wipe them down right now either. So,
Well, right? Yeah.
so it's kind of well like today. Took it off the trailer. It looks fine.
Yeah.
it's all good.
Love that. So you do get into turbo stuff. You get into air ride suspension stuff.
Yep,
And
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have other projects that are going that direction, or do you have like a
Right now
goal?
at the shop, or
Yeah, like customer jobs, but also
so
your
the
own,
customer
like,
El Camino's going on air. That's like I said, that's a rotisserie. Like we're taking frame off everything on that car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the wife's car is also air suspension.
Yeah.
So that has a manifold and like digital readout gauges and stuff.
Okay.
Yep. And then the other car is just kind of like a paint job deal and just yeah. So then I do paint jobs in and out. But yeah. So right now just the two that's on air.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have that bread truck a 52 Ford bread truck now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What's
so
the
I-
plans with that?
After seeing some of those dudes hauling around 50s with all the couches in the back of them, it's going to get air suspension and it's going to put the family in the back of that sucker. So
Nice,
that's the idea I think with that one.
That'll be fun.
Maybe like a merch rig out of it too for the shop or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But I just thought it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, shout out your shop then. Like if you're gonna be
Oh.
selling merch and doing stuff
Yeah,
like that.
eventually it's D's Paint and Fab.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
And where can people find you on?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I mean, right now it's just more through my name or word of mouth stuff. So, but
Cool.
you never know if you want to go crazy big or what direction, especially with the full-time job. It's like you can really bury deep fast.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Absolutely.
and I'm already doing that. So, you know, but
If you're trying to do all of it solo, like it's
it's
just
tough.
you.
I would like to get to the point where I could have like one guy with me,
Okay.
and then still work at the CNC shop for a while too, and then
Sure.
kind of do a little collab that way. I think would be the way to go.
Nice. How about upcoming events and stuff like that you're gonna be
For car
going to?
shows?
Yeah, car shows and stuff like that.
As long as that thing stays together, it'll be like a lot of local shows or like, you know, we got back from Florida, so I don't know if I'll go to Iowa or anything bigger, but like Anoka and North St. Paul, stuff like that.
All right. So
Yeah.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, just kind of keep it.
Yeah,
up
keep
here.
it, yeah. With the rear gears and stuff, I kind of keep it within the hour-ish range, and it's loud, so
Sure.
yeah. I think after this, probably just hunker down and just keep building the rest of the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
yep. So I can haul more junk home. So.
Earlier we were talking a little bit about Porky's
Yeah.
and some of the street racing stuff
Oh, yeah.
that you grew up around.
Yep.
Like, so you get some like fun stories about stuff. that
You know, I have to say it was a blast growing up in that whole deal. You know, like I think Well, yeah, like when I think when I was born, like my dad got his car that same year I was born. So like it's always been hot rodding, you know. Like I remember his car used to be red, and like he'd put me on the top of the trunk and like tell me stories about cruising and stuff. I'm like, that's sweet, you know. And then my grandpa, you know, would go sit back in his back of his shoebox, and he'll take me around Como and go cruising, and yeah, that's always been. Grandpa owned Andy's garage next to Porky's, so we were always there, watching the strip, cruising, hanging out, and yeah, it's a fun time to learn it all and grow up and take it in. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
Wow. So that really is what inspired you to just want to keep doing this.
It's buried deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like my stepdad or my step grandpa and grandma, like they're hot rodders and drag cars like people too. So it's no, there is no escaping that circle. We're in it. So yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're born with a torch in one hand and a spray gun in the other, and
It's
just
rough because you get the disease really quick, but it's fine.
that's cool.
There's other ways to waste your money, I suppose. So
Sure.
I might as well do it in this one.
But you had good teachers too. Like you.
But you know, yeah, sure, we go with that. It was fun because like even like I remember like still to this day like third grade, or maybe even younger, like grinding on like one of the cars they were doing. I think it was like a 40 Chev, 41. They're like I was grinding on it and learning to weld. So well, like probably didn't look the greatest then, but I think I was just carving my name on it really, like making more work for them. But it's cool. So I remember doing all that. It was fun. Or like when my dad painted his car, I remember like writing my name in his door with a pencil during the primer coat. So it was, primer and sealer. It was, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Huh.
So then we had a little, but he had a little shop in Dayton, a little hot rod shop. So even down like after school, right down to the shop. Like instead of hanging out with friends all the time, it was to the shop.
Heck yeah.
It's cool. It was like right off Main Drag, and it was cool because even that town had a little thing. They had like a little like station across the street with like hot rods and stuff. So it's kind of cool to hear like the heyday of it. So it's like here we are parking our hot rods right on Main. So it's kind of fun. Used to do a lot of parades over there. So
cool.
yeah.
And it's the whole culture.
Culture.
It's the music. It's the tattoos.
Oh,
it's
rockabilly, 50s, you name it. Like I should have slicked my hair today because I do slick mine. You know, like the Frank Steiners being like living right with those guys and like doing a bunch of that styling. You got to learn so much. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
And did you marry a girl that was into that kind of scene too?
Her dad had a Fairlane, a 66 Fairlane.
Yeah.
I think 6 Fairlane. And then he had a Model A that he was building.
Cool. All right.
So we're all hot rodders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig that.
Yeah. She's pretty giving. She really wishes we had a family cruiser for this weekend, so I apologize.
Ah, okay. And I know you said what her car is or what her
64 Rambler. Yeah.
Rambler. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a wagon or is it a sedan?
It's a 4-door car.
Okay.
Yeah, it's American. It's a Rambler Classic, which if you had American, I believe if you had a Rambler American, they're a leaf spring car. If you had the Classic, it's a torque tube car. So that that's what derailed this whole thing to air ride. Had to put a rear end in it.
Got it.
Here we are. At first she
Yeah.
wanted a Pro Touring build because she loved like a Pro Touring Nova out at the autocross down in Iowa and then Summer Nationals.
Okay.
So we started building it as a Pro Touring car, Turbo Pro Touring. And then we went to like the track more and like went to Rock Falls and she's like, kind of like that small tire stuff too. I'm like, we can small tire it. Like it fit a lot better in those front wheel wells with the skinnies up front and the air suspension and then and fit in I think I got like a 10.5 under it in the rear.
Okay. Yeah. Right on.
So yeah.
So that'll be the family cruiser once it's done. Okay.
Yeah. She's upset about the fuel cell in the trunk because there goes the wagon. But what do you do?
And it'll have a nicer interior. It'll have AC.
No AC.
Oh, okay.
Rob's horsepower. Come on. Yeah, it's all about the power.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think 650 horses is plenty for what she's gonna be driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I want turbo noises. I'm like, I'm not put a couple pounds at it. So
Right.
Yeah. So her small block is a single plane intake, ported heads and stuff like that, cammed.
Sure.
Like I said, same. It's basics. I built the motor like how Hot Rod Garage did their eBay turbo build, and that's what made like the same power.
Yeah.
So I literally copied, pasted that, other than single plane and some other parts. Boom.
Cool.
There's her motor.
Cool. Yeah.
It's on a 4-inch carb spacer, blow through.
Nice.
Yeah, old school, simplicity.
Yeah.
It has a 110 fuel pump on it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's gonna really love hearing that going down the road too. But
Well, and that's part of why they make those shows and those, magazines. All the stuff we grew up with was to inspire us and be like,
Yeah.
hey, we did it. You can do it too. And
old school rods, you name it,
Yeah.
all of them. such good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even Rat Rod and Meg, all of them. They're good stuff in there to look and like, learn off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. I mean, I don't care. I was in and out of it for a few years. I mean, I got to learn a lot of fun stuff. Tim was building a lot of fun stuff out there, like out of high school. And then when I got out of it, I left it for a while, and then kind of went back after Tim left. And it was nothing to do with Tim. It's just relationship and just, do that stuff for a while, and then you kind of like, oh, let's try it after, let's get back into that. And it's like, they found out that's funner to be out of that club. And it's not with the club, because of the car show. It's hard watching your family enjoy that show and because they do all the Halloween candy. It's hard watching them do that as you're flagging people in and running the show.
Sure.
Versus like our car club is like we do car club runs, gatherings, meets, or I'll just put on our Facebook like, hey, we're going to the show if anyone wants to go. The history jumps around with my grandpa quite a bit, so I'll see what I can do. But
Yeah.
it's as far as I know, it's like kind of like we already talked about. It's 1960. They're just local hangouts on Rice Street causing havoc. Garage meets, hangouts with their buddies. Cruise Washington High School, I think it's the name of the high school. Washington High. They'd go cruise around there. Go to Piggly Wiggly's, wash your cars, put it under the lights. Run dragway. And yeah, I remember like a bunch of his pictures like on his car, like his shoebox boards would say "wash me" and because all grungy and like the fun story like with him was he always tells me the story. It's like you just listen. So he had to like fix it, take it for his exhaust because it's loud. And I'm like, okay. And then he said he stuffed it with wool, and he drove it down to the police station. and the cop wanted to rev it up, and the wool went. Shot right through it. He didn't get let go too easy. But so it's fun stories here, and like hot rodding like that, like to get away from anything you could do. Or like he thought he was gonna get a ticket from not having his glasses on while he was driving, so he like booked it around the corner. He said, and it's like got her home in the alley in St. Paul. I was like, okay. So, but yeah, just the car club stuff is. I don't know how long it was in that generation, because like we had like some of the original members came back, and I think it's about really like filling them, Mike.
Yeah, 3 of them came back, and he still has his original Eliminator's jacket that he wore.
Yeah, he has that in his Plymouth right now.
Your dad still has his jacket?
No, my grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in his Plymouth. It's all. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Original one, and the club lay dormant for quite a few years, and him and I actually started back up and going.
When was that?
That was like Vermont, probably
2005.
yeah.
Probably about 2005, I'd say.
2005.
Yeah, I would say about that.
Brought
And then,
the club
yeah, I
back.
got the group kind of back together, and
That's cool.
then I think that's when we really started doing like the banners and stuff at 50s and like our hangout again.
Yeah.
Car club runs, the fall runs, spring, car shows. Like we had like car club parties.
Yeah.
Like all,
So you kind of had the blessing of the first.
Yeah.
Original
The
guys.
thing about like the early like start of Eliminators is like my grandpa never mentioned like other cars of like who was in it or what had what. But yeah, he still has the original jacket. He has it hung up in like his 4-door Plymouth, his 51 Plymouth. So
Nice.
I actually have a picture. I have a picture of me wearing it. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
That's cool.
Him and other car clubs would have beefs. They would go to the drag strip.
Okay.
And they would settle the beefs at the track.
Settle the beef on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
that's cool.
I'm going to guess probably that's where the banner came from at the track too, in that video, because we have that tape. I'm going to send you guys that tape
Yeah.
so you guys can watch it.
Love
but,
to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Did you get some new jackets made up in the same style of the old
So
jackets?
the same. So his original jacket was like just like traditional script scroll, and then car club under it, and like now ours has like our logo is now that's what our plaques are made of. So
Okay. Yeah.
And I believe if I'm right, so he started out working at a foundry in St. Paul, and I think for a while his plaques were cast iron. He made some out of the foundry because he had an original mold for that, and so like one of the delinquents car club member guys found one at a swap meet, like it was like kind of rusting up. I was like, you gotta have an actual cast iron, because like the one on this one right now is an aluminum one. We still have our mold, so we can make them whenever we want. But
That's cool.
yeah, so I used to have a cast iron one and the aluminum one, like, and that sucker
Wow.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of the stuff is kind of that's probably
Your
little
gauge
too.
chain to hold that baby on.
It fell off like 3 times already, so I put some Loctite on it. So So yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
That's cool.
The thing is, like, he's told me so many. I don't even know what ones, like, or who had what, if that.
Sure.
But he always just talks traditional customs with me. Like, oh, do you see the chopper? Do you see how that flowed is? We just talk that stuff. So yeah. Other than that, he just always this kids messing around, being a little different than what we do, you know. So
He built this truck, and he brought over a trailer and a pickup, and he had all kinds of boxes and a frame, and he said, build me a truck.
yeah.
Wow.
And so we built him a truck, and we were trying to get it nice for him. He says, you make it too nice, I will take a hammer to it. And so we straightened out the bed box because it was,
Oh, that sucker was warped. Even the frame is twisted.
and he came over and he grabbed a hammer and he was gonna start hitting it. He said, I want a spacer, I want it crooked.
Wow.
He wanted it exactly how it was. And so I had to go machine the spacer, tilt his bed for him.
Yeah.
Wow. Because he wanted it.
Yeah. But as weird as that sounds, tuck and roll upholstery inside.
Yeah.
Flake dash. Tuck and roll tonneau cover. So let's
See?
beat the snout out of the outside.
See? Yeah. Because that's
It makes sense probably because he has his shoebox that's in Rosin Customs. He has his Plymouth. He had a 63 Galaxy at the time too that he could drive to Des Moines, Iowa and back. So he's like, let's grunge this one up. But it wasn't even grungy at the end of it still. It's, you know, I think I sent you the photo of that one.
Sure.
It has eliminators on the doors. It's a shop truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Huh. Doesn't want it too nice on the outside. But it's gonna
He literally carried a little can of like touch-up brown paint with him. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's in the bed of his pickup to touch up.
Yeah.
Paint.
Yeah.
But
But like even that track, he ran his drag plaque like I have on the Model T. All of his cars runs the club Plaques drag in it. So
right on.
yeah,
That's
that's cool. That truck was cool. It had a 327
327.
Camelback.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a fun little truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
We spent 3 New Year's Eves wearing bonnets, and he would have a project car so him and I could buff it. So we had the buffing bonnets on our head,
Yeah.
but that's how we, it's all about covers.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like even every time like MSRA like Halloween parties, he'd dress up as like the Hot Rod Devil with the eliminators and a red and black sweatshirt and like be the devil. Like that's why I got the devil on my car.
Oh, okay.
Because the Hot Rod Devil. So it all kind
That
of
makes
ties
sense.
up. Yeah.
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 Very cool.
Yep.
Well, I love that you've done so homage to your grandpa on the car.
Love the guy.
That's
Yeah.
super cool, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the night of like that's a fun one. So the night of like Porky's, like I had my mini truck out there,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I come down Snelling laying frame and just shooting sparks everywhere.
And tell me about this mini truck, quick.
Oh,
Like,
it's,
what was
my,
that?
yeah, the '91 bagged Ranger.
Oh,
Yeah,
91 Ranger. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I did a flake top and I did scallops on it, and wire wheels and pin whites, and I was coming down like just Porky's like after doing burnouts up in that area, and then we were laying frame, and like I dragged like the ball hitch off it and shot the nut, and then the cops came and gave me a reckless for it. So that's good. That's right past like State Fairgrounds Road too, like just hauling, just letting her go. And I was like, it's Porky's and Snelling. I'm like, fix it, get it home. I'm like, Roger that. So
That was my first ticket in high school too. Was reckless.
oh man.
Yeah. Yep. I
Dang
know.
it. You
And,
know?
like they would put your name and like what you got your ticket for in the newspaper, and then so all these old guys at church walking up to you like, so Philip, what exactly is reckless driving? So I had to explain it to these guys. You know, it's like your grandpa would know, your dad would know, but you know,
Yeah.
like
I think another fun one was like being at like we lived in Champlin, and then having my first car was that '65 Fairlane.
yeah,
So like the first year I had my permit, like we drove down to Des Moines, Iowa, pretty much all stock minus like wheels and tires. You gotta have your wheels and tires and exhaust. You gotta
Well,
get
yeah.
the 2 check-offs, you know? And then like that winter, I don't know, probably why I love tunnel rams to this day. Like my dad had a tunnel ram in his Chevy for a while, and then his car burnt down, but we took the carbs and scoop and put it on my Fairlane, so I bought an intake and cam, or no cam, but just tunnel rammed it. Cool. And I remember like running a Noka car show with that thing, and it's sweet, and like running like the exits and like making laps around it, and thinking I was like cool. I raced a Nova in town with it. Because we were running through town in a 30 mile an hour zone, just trucking. I'm like darted the highway just to get around the cops just because I was worried. Snuck her home. Just went to bed. Dad asked how the night was. I'm like, see you in the morning. So, oops. Yeah. It was funny because like I still remember like I drove like down one of the main roads and one of the firefighters, they're like, yeah, it's your kid going past us again doing like 100 miles an hour. I was like, hear that across the intercoms. I'm like, that's damn. Oops.
Well, he called up and asked if he could take my Chevy out.
All the time I take that Chevy out.
And I said, yeah, sure, 'cause he's the only one that's ever really drove that car.
I know that car in and out.
Besides me and, you know, so, and I'm in Oak Grove now and at the Refuge Golf Course.
Okay.
I could hear my car going up and down the street. And then he comes out with it and like, I said, you have a good time? Yeah, it was good. How'd the car do? He goes, I heard it the whole couple hours.
That 56 big block Chev, you know, stall, 4.9-inch, 490 gears, 33 by 22.5 wides in the rear. You're gonna let it eat. I'll tell you that right now, every chance you get.
Man,
Yeah.
That's
It's like
awesome.
talking about the shifter, quarter stick shifter. You're gonna run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a hole in the hood. There's a scoop. There's
No, not
Oh,
anymore.
not that one. Okay.
No,
okay.
he has just a fiberglass like hardwood scoop. Yeah,
okay.
because now
All right.
that small block is what caught fire. Now it's a big block car, and that's when he tubbed it. And no, it was already tubbed after when it caught fire, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you still have the car?
Still, that's the picture I sent you guys.
Okay.
That 56
Okay.
that's his car.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, yeah, we'll make sure that kind of stuff gets up on screen so that you guys can see that.
Yep. Yeah, not like I was saying, I was gonna send you guys a bunch of stuff. We're cleaning out like my grandpa's storage units and stuff. So it's hard. Like we're trying to gather up and find things and things like that. So
Yep. That's the
I got
goal.
home from Arizona once and I found out by the cops my car was out.
that's true. Keys are in it or hanging. I put fuel back in it.
Like,
Let's
I
see.
swear I had more tread on these back tires when I left.
The car guy, the first thing I did, I walked around my car just to make sure it's cool. I measured it off so I knew if it was moved. It was off about a half inch.
Yeah, I did have it down 169 while you were gone.
And then the hood was cocked because he didn't push
Yeah, the springs are a little goof. You know, some of those Chevs you got to push the spring.
Yeah,
out. Well, it was almost perfect. Great day for cruising though. Yeah. I mean, I know the car in and out. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gone. Someone has to drive it. It got lonely. As much
like-
time as I spent polishing that thing as a kid, I'm gonna drive that thing.
See? Yeah. It's like,
Was I even mad?
No. Yeah, I think as long as I don't lose or something like that, if I got a race or something.
Did you win?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
did you win?
That's
Yep.
fine. Yeah,
That's
it has to do
right.
something
Yeah.
around that town.
The car has a reputation.
It's been around for a
Did
long
you
time.
win? Yep.
Like it's funny because like even the house, like I said, like 305, the house number. We live
Yeah.
right off Dayton Road, so every time that Chevy's outside, people are like, "Oh, I didn't see your car out today," or like, so like yeah, or even at 50s, where's the car at? It's been a while, so it's like,
That's cool. Yeah, we should
can.
get some rolling shots. Let's go drive this thing.
you should have the 56 out one time.
Okay.
You have a blast. I bet he'd be willing to take it down here. That's a blast
get-
of a car too.
We'll get Dad and his car on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I'll be in that chair next time.
All right.
Doing good, Dad.
Don't stutter.
Hold her together. You got a reputation. We can do some rollers.
Love
That's
it.
fine.
Do you want us to just leave the mics on?
Yeah, well, you got to outro us.
Oh. Yeah, I should outro us.
My bad.
Yeah. Awesome. Did I pause this?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, we want to thank you guys for coming along on today's podcast. And we want to thank our Patreon because you guys are part of what makes this possible. And so if you want to be a part of our community, it's at peaceandgreasecollective.com because I messed that up. I want to make sure I do it right. And we also want to thank WireCare because WireCare makes this possible as well. They're one of our sponsors. And so if you guys are wiring up your project, whether big or small, they got everything you need. They got the tools. They got all the different supplies, connectors, heat shrink tubing, zip ties, all that. WireCare's got you taken care of. So thank you to those guys. And we will catch you on the next episode of Peace and grease.